Alarm off. Kettle on. Turn this up. Sun peeking through the curtains, we already in gear. Whole town tuned in, bring your coffee over here. Dial locked in, yeah, you know how we do. It's the community wake up with news you can use. Community wake up morning show. Charles and Damali on the go. News you can use right here, right now. We break it down, put it in your lifestyle. Charles got the headline straight, never hollow. Damali got the game plan, moves you can follow. Traffic and the weather, what's popping at the school. From the block to the boardroom, we keep you in the loop. Yeah. Community wake up morning show. Charles and Damali on the go. News you can use right here, right now. We break it down, put it in your lifestyle. From the front porch to the car hustle, keep it light, keep it real, keep the hometown muscle. Turn it up, let the whole crew know you rockin' with the community wake up morning show.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's the Community Wake Up with Charles and Damali. How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing all right today. We're here to deliver news you can use, culture, and conversation that moves community forward each and every day.
Hey, today our theme is ownership and wealth. We will be providing listeners with valuable information about our theme and what it means to community. The goal is to inform, empower, and connect community.
That's right. So the vision is a stronger, smarter, more engaged community.
Yep. Damali, it's Monday.
It is Monday.
It's bounce back Monday.
Bounce back Monday. We recovering from the weekend.
Week number 3.
Week number 3.
Life is about being consistent.
Yes.
Man, it's a nice day. 50 degrees out there, especially in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Excited to see, man, we got information all weekend. People was talking about the community wake up with me and you and I, us, and all of that. And man, I'm just full of joy this morning, man. Excited. I know today is kind of a holiday. It's President's Day, but we decided to still pull again because people been asking, man, y'all gonna be there tomorrow? What's up? What's up with it? So Damali and I said, you know what? We're gonna oblige everybody, local, national, international. We're gonna jump on here. So we here, we live in studio, ready for a big day. Damali, how was your weekend?
My weekend was uneventful.
Oh my God, don't say it like that.
And no, so
in
that's
Damali's
a good
world,
thing.
so what you trying to tell me is Damali's world was uneventful?
It was uneventful.
That's hard to believe.
I know, right? Because typically there's always something to go do. Now, you know, my yesterday was kind of busy, but most of the time there's always something to go do. So for me to be able to stay in the house and just do laundry is a blessing.
Yeah.
You know, to dust. Who likes to dust? Nobody.
Right.
But I do.
Right.
Because I don't get the opportunity to do that, you know, very often, you know, at the house. So just to be able to be at home, you know, spend some time, you know, doing some self-care for the house.
Right.
You know, hey, it was amazing. So I had a great time.
It's almost spring cleaning. It's officially spring cleaning in March.
Yes.
I call that, like you said, self-care for the house, but it's good to get that. Because sometimes you don't get it for so long, you forget that it's there. Exactly. You know, because you got some people be working 7 days a week for months and months and months. So when they wake up and don't have to go somewhere all day and do a whole lot, they don't know what to do with themselves.
That would be me.
So don't never lose sight of your house and your home. Get home like, hello, house. You know.
Listen, I was having the best time ever doing laundry. Who even likes doing laundry? But I was having the best time ever.
For whatever reason, I like the smell of laundry.
I do too.
Like when you're washing and that whole little thing, the little scent, especially if you wash it now. Yeah. That may not be created equal everywhere now. I'm just talking about in me and my house, you know, when it's going on, it's pretty good. You know what? I had an eventful weekend. It was a great weekend. It was Valentine's Day weekend. Love was in the air. I seen balloons, people losing balloons. I said, oh, there they go. They done lost their balloons. You know, you're trying to get them out the car. It was a little bit of rain. The wind was blowing, but nevertheless, it seemed like everybody made it. But I found a way to get my hand on some food, you know, so I was happy about that.
Yes.
You know, man, I cruised down to OKC yesterday.
Yes, I heard.
My grandson, I told y'all Friday, got baptized, and I got there. He was nervous, and I said, "Man, you better say it with your chest. Let's do this." You know, I be trying to get hype. Nevertheless, you should be a little nervous when you're making a decision like that. You know,
Yeah,
so
that's a big decision.
I asked him. I said, "Dayton." So shout out to Dayton.
Yes.
Shout out to the family. His grandparents drove down from Arkansas. We came in from Tulsa, and of course, the other family was already there.
Yes.
Put our arms around them, man, and we went and had service together. It's nothing like family going to church together.
Right.
When the family done stopped going to church together, but we was able to go to church together, fellowship. Man, he got baptized, and then guess what we did afterwards?
What's that?
We put him at the head of the table.
Uh-oh, he's the head of the table?
We put him at the head of the table.
Yes.
Because that means you have made a decision that let us know that you want to lead and not follow.
Yes,
you know what I'm talking
that's
about?
good
But that was my weekend. But I know you got to cool me down first. So let me go ahead and start. I already know.
So before we get started, though, we want to send out prayers to my family. I actually lost a second cousin over the weekend unexpectedly, a young cousin. I'm not saying a name because we don't know who all in the family still doesn't know. So you don't want to just put it out there and have people, distraught. But just, send up a prayer for our family as we move through the coming weeks to try to be able to wrap our brains around the fact that this young man is no longer with us. And I'll be sharing more information as I can. But at this point, just send up a prayer for our family.
Well, first and foremost, sorry for your loss, because on the community wake up, it's about understanding that your loss is our loss. It's a community loss. So prayer for you. And even though that's going on, you're still here today. So we appreciate that. So as you stand up for the family, we're going to get behind you. Make sure we hold you up, hold the family up. And then whatever you need, just let us know.
Absolutely.
We got your back.
Absolutely will. That's what community and that's what the village looks like.
Let me tell you something right quick. I just want to let them know we live on nycu.fm. We live on KBOB 89.9 FM. We live on YouTube, the official World One Development News you can use. And we're live all around the place. So make sure y'all tap in just like that, just in case you didn't know.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So are you ready to do our morning affirmation? I know this is your favorite part of the show.
I need it. They need it too. If you don't know you need it, you need it. So check it out.
All right. So we're going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. I don't know why I always close my eyes. I was like,
I done closed my eyes, my fingers up in there. I don't know. I was getting into Zumba or something. I was getting into Pilates, and I don't even know, brother, you're supposed to be doing that yet. I was okay.
Right.
You know what? I mean, being honest, sometimes when you do that, that's like my first time doing it for days.
Oh, wow.
I mean, because a lot of times people don't never think about it. Nobody never gets the chance to slow down just to breathe in and breathe out. So I'm glad you do that. So give us our affirmation because I need it.
Okay, so this morning's affirmation says, I am worthy of opportunity, ownership, and influence because history shows we've earned it many times over. So what does that mean? Let's reflect on first, I am worthy. That means your value is not up for debate. You don't have to shrink. You don't have to overprove. You don't have to apologize for ambition. Worthy means deserving, not because of ego, but because of evidence. Then it says of opportunity. Opportunity is access to education, access to capital, access to leadership rooms, access to growth. Opportunity is not favor, it's a fair chance. Next is ownership. Ownership means building something that lasts. Land, business, ideas, assets, legacy. Ownership shifts you from a participant to a power holder. And then influence. Influence means your voice matters. It means shaping decisions. It means impacting systems. It means being seen and heard where it counts. But here's the powerful part, because history shows you've earned it many times over. History shows innovation. History shows leadership. History shows resilience. And history shows contribution. Communities have built economies, led movements, created culture, and strengthened this nation, often without recognition. So this affirmation is about asking for something new. It's about aligning today's access with yesterday's contribution. You are worthy of opportunity. You are worthy of ownership. You are worthy of influence, not because someone grants it, but because history proves it. Just like that, drop the mic.
Drop the mic and walk away. Now that's
Yes.
called setting your feet on solid ground right there. I felt
Yes.
that, Damali. I felt
Yes.
that. And I think a lot of times having that affirmation going into your ear gate is helpful, because sometimes you can feel like, man, am I making any progress?
Mhm.
You know, it's what is life even worth? You
Right.
know, what am I even here for? What is
Right.
even my purpose? You know, man, I seem like every time I swing, I miss, you know, but sometimes you got to remember history shows that just the fact that you here, you're already winning,
Mhm.
you know, and swinging. Sometimes you feel like you're missing, but guess what? You're still getting stronger,
Yeah.
you know, because you don't know when that big ball come in. When the big one come and it's time for you to hit that grand slam in front of your peers, in front of your family, in front of your haters, in
Yes.
front of everybody else, you're going to hit a grand slam, walk away home run.
Mhm.
Then God gonna say, me and him, we did it together. Because just because you working in the dark don't mean he's not gonna bring you to the light.
That part.
So hang in there on this Bounce Back Monday.
That part.
We're gonna make it happen.
So you talked about so the other thing that's happening today is, you mentioned it earlier, President's Day.
Today is President's Day.
Today is President's Day. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of history about President's Day.
Because you know what, Damali, can I keep it 100?
Yes.
A lot of the holidays, Black people just take them off just so they can chill.
We just off.
We just gotta be like,
we doing laundry.
Typically with yeah, because typically when the holidays come around, you know, people try to take your history and all that.
Right.
So normally when stuff come around, we got to do better as a nation. We know most of it don't have nothing to do with us. So we just take it as a day off to relax. You know, if our job let us off. Watch show, you know, but hopefully Damali in 2026 and going forward, we want to educate people on these holidays so they at least know what they are.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can find a way to honor different things that come up. But I am excited to know, because I'm telling you right now, I know a little bit, but I know you got something for me.
Yes.
So y'all put your listening ears on, a click share on this, because we're going to talk about what is President's Day all about and how did it come about.
So many people see President's Day as a long weekend or a big sale.
I just said it.
But do you know how it actually started? Apparently we don't. So that's why we're talking about it. President's Day originally began as Washington's birthday.
Okay.
Honoring George Washington, who was born on February 22nd, 1732. Woo, that was way back
1732. Yeah, that's back in the day.
Say back, you got double backs.
Right.
In 1879, Congress made Washington's birthday a federal holiday. By 1885, it was observed nationwide to honor his leadership during the American Revolution and his role as the first president of the United States. Now, here's where it changed. In 1971, a law called the Uniform Monday Holiday Act moved several federal holidays to Mondays to create long weekends. Washington's birthday was moved to the third Monday in February. Since that date falls between Washington's birthday and the birthday of Abraham Lincoln, many states and retailers began calling it President's Day.
Oh, okay. There you go. Okay.
While the federal government still officially recognizes it as Washington's birthday, the holiday has evolved into a broader celebration of presidential leadership and the office of the presidency. President's Day started to honor George Washington, and over time, it became a day to reflect on all U.S. presidents and their impact on the nation. So beyond the sales and the day off, it's a moment to reflect on leadership, democracy, and the responsibilities that come with power.
Man, keyword responsibility. It seems like now power and responsibilities with the Epstein files are two different things going on right now. I ain't gonna talk. We ain't talking about the Epstein files, but I'm just saying that is power and leadership, and the power and leadership today exists in the Epstein files. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Then another thing we want to talk about today. A lot of people don't know the first president of the United States actually was Black.
Yes,
but we ain't gonna talk about that today.
That is a Black history.
But before this, we gonna bring that back, because a lot of people right now probably went, What did you say? Now the veterans know, but for the youngsters that's on, you might not know. You just might not know, because in school they're not gonna teach you that.
Right.
But on Black Wall Street, like your shirt say, in Greenwood in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that thing. So appreciate y'all tuning in local, national, and internationally because we're going to get to the good stuff. But Damali, now we know, even though you're chilling at home, you know what President's Day about. Let's go to the live. Let me give some shout outs because everybody on. Hold on. The secret listeners pulled up early.
Hey, y'all.
Some of them in the parking lot drinking coffee, eating donuts. Boy, I love y'all.
They should bring some of them donuts in here.
I know because we both hungry right now. Anyway, the people that I can see is my partner, your partner, Mr. Richie Anderson.
Hey, Richie, what's happening, bro?
Marquise Dennis.
What's up? I'm gonna tell y'all a story about Marquise later.
And we spotlighted your company, Birthright Initiative. We spotted you at the spotlight. I think you missed it that day. You was on there the other day. But anyway, we may go back and mention it. My cousin Pearlie is on.
Hey, cousin Pearlie.
Arkansas is in the building. Also, Uncle Brian.
What's up, Uncle Brian?
He said it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Charles, acknowledge me. I just did it, Uncle Brian. Welcome to the show. Cynthia Noble.
Hi,
welcome
Cynthia.
to the show. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate that. We also got, so many secret listeners. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to the live. I promise. But I know we got to load the show. So we're going to get into some of the meat and potatoes and I'll come back and I'll read some of the comments and all of that. Is that cool?
That's cool.
That's cool. All right.
So another thing that I did on yesterday, while you were celebrating your grandson's huge accomplishment, I went to a surprise birthday party.
What?
Surprise birthday party. So our very own community grocery store owner, Mr. AJ Johnson, celebrated his 40th birthday actually 2 weeks ago.
Right.
So that's why this was a surprise. So his wife set up a surprise birthday party for him and his family. And I went to the birthday party and I even got this cool sticker. I don't know if y'all can see it. My cool sticker right here. It's a picture of AJ.
Right. AJ here, take up your whole hand. You ain't got nothing left but a knuckle. AJ, what size is your head? All the money got is a pinky left. Everything else is AJ face. Man, so how was it? I just need to know.
It was amazing. So the first person I see when I walk in the room, Marquise Dennis.
Marquise is the first.
He's like, hey, I'm right here. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go sit with Marquise.
Right.
So we had a really good time. We laughing, talking, Sherry, the whole Oasis crew. It was a great time, great food. Full Flavor Kings played.
Oh man, so they had Full Flavor?
They had Full Flavor Kings in there, so they played. There were pictures, they had cigars for, the people who partook in that. It was just a really good time. AJ was thoroughly surprised.
AJ,
yes.
Happy birthday to you, man. I know I gave you a post and a shout out, but I missed your party because like we said, I was down there with my grandson getting baptized. Now, when he couldn't come out that water and not see his pawpaw, AJ. Now, he couldn't come out the water.
Right.
They're talking about your pawpaws with AJ turned up right now.
Right.
Jesus is dealing with him. So I had to be there.
Yes.
But I'm thankful that we took time to acknowledge a community giant.
Yes.
Though 40 is young. We have not had a grocery store full service like Oasis Fresh Market in like 50 years. That's like a half a century, even before he was born. But we was a community food desert. What a food desert mean? You didn't have no access to local good fresh produce. And AJ stepped up, made it happen. Coming up on 5 years this year, May 17th.
Yes.
So it's good that the community slowed down, gathered around their brother, and celebrated his big 40 birthday.
Marquis said we had a ball celebrating AJ, and he said he was so happy I sat with him. We did. We had a ball.
I know
we were laughing and talking.
You get Damali and Marquise in the same. Trust me, if you ever see these two somewhere together,
we had a blast.
Trust me, the vibes and the energy gonna be off the chain. But I showed. Hey, I seen AJ came up, man. All I seen was boots on the ground. Yeah. I seen Marquise going boots on. I said, "Oh man, Damali was doing." I was like, "Okay, that turned up too much." Yes. But anyway. Congratulations to y'all. Good job.
Yeah, so if you didn't get an opportunity, I did go live for a few seconds to just show AJ coming in and the surprise. And AJ always gonna stand up to the occasion. So he just started dancing immediately and running around doing his thing. So, happy birthday, AJ. We're so happy that you had a great time last night. So it is 19 past the hour, 50 degrees right here in Tulsa. We started out at 43, headed to 70.
Headed to 70.
My kind of weather. Yes, come on through. So we're gonna take a quick break. This segment was sponsored by Theater North, and it's break time.
Just like that. We'll be right back.
Theater North Tulsa presents Nat Turner in Jerusalem at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center. A powerful two-person drama imagining the final night of Nat Turner as he confronts Thomas R. Gray, the man who recorded his words and helped shape his legacy. Written by Nathan Allen Davis and directed by Keith Daniels. It's the hit stage play, Nat Turner in Jerusalem. Explore faith, resistance, and the cost of telling the truth. Don't miss Nat Turner in Jerusalem, playing at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center, Liddy Dungeons Theater, February 21st and 22nd, 8 o'clock and 3 p.m. And February 28th and March 1st, 8 o'clock and 3 p.m. Get your tickets now for Nat Turner in Jerusalem at TulsaPAC.com or call 918-596-7111. Nat Turner in Jerusalem by Nathan Allen is presented by arrangement on behalf of Samuel French Incorporated. The 36th Street North Event Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system, 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the number one choice for upscale events. From weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046.
You know what? It's really not that bad being up at 5 a.m.
Damali, you know what? You're absolutely right. The only thing better is we on 5 days a week.
7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the Community Wake Up, our brand new morning show.
Right here on NYCU.FM.
And simulcast on KVOB 89.9 FM.
We got your Black History Trivia.
We got your medical report.
Don't forget the police report.
Your local, national, and international news.
Always the latest on upcoming events.
The Divine Nine and the HBCU check-ins.
And most importantly, we can't do it without you.
And make sure you join us each and every day.
It's the Community Wake Up
with Charles and Damali.
Oh, Lord.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the Community Wake Up with Charles and
Damali.
We are back right here live on NYCU.FM. Hey, check this out. If you're riding in your car, then make sure you right now on your phone, just put in NYCU.FM. Bluetooth it to your music. Let us roll with you to work. Or if you're going out of town, because we're a local, national, and international. We also live locally on KBOB 89.9 FM, where we get to tell our story our way. And don't forget about the juice. For the young people in high school, if you want to be part of the media team, go over there, hook up with Uncle Bobby. He's going to get you set up. You may find yourself in Africa. Believe that. We also live on YouTube,
right?
The official World One Development news you can use. And we live in studio every day, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So make sure you wake up with us.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. This is week 3.
Yeah.
Day 11.
It is.
So we on the countdown or count up. I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But let's give some shout outs real quick. So we want to say, Cousin Pearlie said, good morning. Marquise Dennis said, let's go week 3.
Hey, like that right there.
right. Uncle Brian says, a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yep.
We got Cynthia Noble on. She says, good morning. Will Humphrey is watching.
What up, Will?
Richie, of course, sends up prayers. Thank you, Richie, for my family. We appreciate that.
BTW.
Uncle Brian says, Damali, my prayers are with you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Pooey McCullen, what's up, bro?
What's going on, fam?
Yes. We got Arlena May. Good morning. Uncle Brian says on video feed, video is not matching the sound. That's the latency. Sometimes that happens,
Or you're listening too slow. You never know. No, I'm just playing. Appreciate that. We'll check it out.
Right. Let's see. Marquise Dennis says history proves it is that is powerful. Uncle Brian says it matches now. So there was a problem, but now it's
You was
fixed.
listening too
Yeah.
slow, Unc. I don't want to say that to you. I love you, but you done. It's early in the morning, so you're listening and speeding up like, oh, I got it. Now, everything's on. Everything got to come online.
Right.
Because here's the thing, Damali. When you get a little older, things come online in sections. See? I'm just saying, hold on. I'm just saying.
Building.
When you hit about 50, you can't just like even jump out of bed.
Right.
First, when you open your eyes, you're already doing good.
Right.
But you got to move your knee a little slower.
Right.
You got to slide. You can't even just stand up because you'll get dizzy. This is after 50. You're under 50, you don't understand. So you make sure. So then you rock a little bit, then you get up and your knee line to pop and it's a blowout. You got to sit back down and go, man, my knee, and you ain't done nothing. You ain't ran. It just blew out on you. But just know when you're 50, just move a little slower, 50, 60, 70, sometime in your 40s and your 30s.
Sometimes.
But
depending on what you done.
But you're going to be all right, y'all. We still here. Take your time.
Uncle Brian says, don't forget about what Michael Jordan did yesterday. I don't know what Michael Jordan did yesterday because I was working. So y'all enlighten me. Yeah. Y'all tell me. We're going to figure out what Michael Jordan did. Uncle Brian, tell us. Because I know
the NBA had it going down yesterday.
Got the tea.
They had all the dunk contests and had all that. The NBA All-Stars and all the games. But,
yeah, so I missed it. We were busy yesterday, so we didn't get an opportunity to see it. Jessica Sanders is watching. Hey, Jessica,
what's going on,
what's
family?
Happening, sis?
Over there in Texas. Okay.
Oh, so Uncle Brian says fantastic win for Michael Jordan's 23-11 NASCAR team. First win on the Cup season ever for an African-American car owner. That's what he did yesterday. Congratulations, Michael Jordan and your team.
That's why we community.
Yes. Yes. Cousin James Jubert is on. What's up, Jube?
Big Jube, you on that road today? What you doing out there, man? This is an off day. Today, President's Day. Nobody should be working.
We working.
We working?
Yeah.
We on the radio. We having fun.
Right. Anna Marie Baker says, Divine Rising family.
What's going on, Anna Marie Baker, my sister? I'm going to give you a call today. So answer your phone because people get on the live and then you call them. They don't answer the phone. Now, I'm not saying my sister do my sister. But that's what people do. They catch you on Facebook and have that light be on, then they call you.
Right.
You on Facebook. You want to take my call. I see you on there.
Exactly. Cousin Jube said, fam, love y'all. Keep shaking and making it happen.
Love
and you
too,
do the same. Love you too, cuzzo. Renice Jones is on.
What's going on, Renice Jones, all the way in Louisville?
Yes.
That's the Louisville cousin we met at the Black Wall Street Rally. The Black Wall Street Rally did a huge announcement, but we're going to tell you that later toward the end of the show.
She says, good morning, family.
Good morning.
My older sister says good morning.
Teresa in the building.
Good morning, Teresa. How are you? Uncle Brian said, you digging that hole, Charles?
Oh, one little shovel scoop at a time, Uncle Brian. My bad. I'm going to patch it up before I go, Uncle Brian. I got something for you. I'm going to patch it up.
Cornelius Dixon said, good morning, frat and soror.
What's going on? That is Cowboy Blue. Tuning in. Cowboy Blue, you still in Dallas? From Arkansas, but been down there in Dallas. Man, Cowboy Blue, it's good to see you, man. The biggest Dallas Cowboy fan in the nation.
Really?
It's Mr. Cornelius Dixon, a.k.a. Cowboy Blue.
That's what's up.
Just like that. Part of that Omicron Sigma family.
Yes. So good morning, everyone. If you have not figured it out, if you've been listening to us, our theme for today is ownership and wealth.
Yes.
And y'all know we harp on ownership and wealth. We talk about this all the time. So we're going to give you guys some tools that you can use and some things that you can do to be able to be in position, right? Because if you win, we win. If we win, you win. So it's not a competition. Right. And so we want to just give you some tools and some things that you can do or some things that you should know about ownership and about wealth.
Let me ask you what you think about ownership. And let me ask the people, when you think ownership, because we do got some small business owners on here. But when y'all think about wealth and ownership on the live, for you and your family, what do you think about when you think about ownership and wealth? And then we're going to give you our take. And then we're going to get to some factual stuff, some local, national, and international factual stuff. So, Damali, when you think about wealth and ownership, what do you think about?
I think about something that I can pass on to the next generation.
I like that.
Legacy is what I think about. And I think about the fact that I am thinking about someone other than myself, because it ain't all about you. I know that sometimes we feel like it is, but life ain't all about just you. It's what are you doing for others? What are you doing to make this world a better place for the next generation?
Right. I like that. And I tell you, for me, when I think ownership, I think that growing up, we should have got out of all them apartments. That's the first thing I think about when you got these apartments. We playing and we throwing, we having balloon, right. We got balloon fights and water gun, super soaker fights going on and all of this. We ain't on nothing. Now that's okay but I'm just telling you, that's my honest opinion. What I should think about, like, we would live in the projects for 20, 30, and 40 years.
Right.
And when you die, they just get that apartment and give it to somebody else in your family and flip it back to another one of your family members. And for the next 20, 30, 40 years, because you got to remember, we are creatures of habit. Nothing against apartments, because sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I'm just telling you my perspective now that I'm older is when I look at apartments and there's 300 of them.
Yes.
And 99% of the people in the apartments, guess who they look like? Like you and I. And I'm just thinking, whatever we was paying, what if we just took that and just bought something? Understood equity. And even if we had to get a house for $30,000, got some equity and went to $50,000, moved on. That's what it makes me think about when I think about ownership.
Yes.
You know, but I'm asking y'all on here what y'all think about it as well, because I think that that's how we are now when it comes to generational wealth. We're like 0.0001%. We worse than the 1960s.
Dang, that's a lot of zeros.
We went back at the road. We went to the projects and the apartments. It was a plan for us. Y'all go in the projects and the apartments to make everybody else money. The government, the city, state, and everybody.
Whoever.
While everybody else is getting land and building houses and all those things. So I'm happy in 2026. We're going to find a way, because how are we going to have less than 1% of wealth in this country, y'all? I'm just gonna say it like that.
Build the country.
We help build this country. We right now sitting. I know Oprah, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and all of them. I know, even with all of that, we still way behind the 8 ball, because every now and then Damali, 1 or 2 might get picked to be out here and be a billionaire.
Right.
But you got a person like Elon Musk. You can put all us together.
Yep.
All of us. All of us and one man. Think about that. The power of one man got more money than all of us put together.
Yeah.
That's not a fight you want to be in right there. If some kick off, we got a problem, Damali.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm getting too far away from the topic.
Okay, right. Here we go. Okay, so Stacey Warner is on. He says, good morning.
Good morning. What's going on, Stacey Warner?
We got Willie Barney.
Let me just pause.
Okay, let's pause.
I took a picture of Stacey Warner, minister. Stacey Warner down there in Little Rock, Arkansas. Shout out to Little Rock. Little Rock be in the building.
Yes.
But I took a picture because it's Stacey, then it's my son-in-law, Darius Warner, and then it's Dalen Warner.
Yes.
So when I seen them get baptized, it made me think a little bit more. That's a legacy. That's 3 generations of men that I get to sit with. And I don't take it for granted. Now, they part of my family too now.
Right.
But to see that as black men, you got to remember, Damali, we're not getting that a whole lot as black men. We're not getting past 1 or 2 generations because we dying way too early.
Yeah.
We in prison way too early. But when you get a chance to see that, you can't take that for granted. So congratulations, Stacey. I'm glad you got on tail. Your queen, Miss Deborah, I said hello as well. We hung out yesterday. We broke bread, and this is what he did yesterday. We was sitting down and everybody eating, the whole family. It's about 12 or 13 of us. I'm like, is this we the 12 disciples? What's going on around here? I know you got baptized. What's going on? All of a sudden, Stacey said, we the head of the table. We paying for everything. I started looking at the prices right after he said that, and I'm like, what had happened was, but since he had said, no, I'm just saying, Stacey,
take the wheel.
That was an example because he had not split the tab. But that's just trying to be an example to our grandsons and sons sitting at the table, that when the time come, let the sisters and the mamas and the nieces eat. But brothers, if you can, get in a position to take care of the tab, because guess who's going to be taking care of us all week?
Right.
The mama, the sisters, the nieces. So that was a good call right there, Stacey. And I appreciate you tuning in. Love you, brother.
Okay, so we got Willie Barney. He says, love the topic today, wealth and ownership. And we're going to get into that. Let's see.
So Omaha's in the house?
Yeah, he said, speak on it, Charles. Ownership changes the game.
It's a game changer.
We got Eugenia Johnson is on. And Willie Barney says, right, Damali, not about competition. We can all own.
That's it.
All right. We're going to come back to live here in just a moment. We're going to get into our topic. Today, we're talking about ownership and wealth and why it matters for our economic power right here at home and around the world. So let's start local. Here in Tulsa and across Oklahoma, more conversations are happening around home ownership, small business growth, and financial literacy. First-time home buyers programs, down payment assistance, and small business lending initiatives are helping more families step into ownership. Listen to this. And I thought this was so profound, and I stole it. So I'm not going to take credit for it. But it says renting creates expense, but ownership creates equity.
Say it one more time, Damali.
Renting creates expense,
Mm-hmm.
but ownership creates equity.
And equity is money in your pocket.
When residents own homes, they build value over time. When entrepreneurs own businesses, they create jobs and keep neighborhoods. Now, nationally, wealth in the United States is primarily built through assets, things like real estate, business ownership, retirement investments, and intellectual property. That means your mind.
It's a terrible thing to waste.
Right. Federal programs and private lenders continue expanding access to capital, especially for small business and underserved communities. But here's the reality. Income pays bills. Ownership builds wealth.
That's the difference.
And wealth builds options. Internationally, small and medium-sized businesses are considered the backbone of global economics. Around the world, entrepreneurship, digital inventions, and microfinance programs are helping families move from survival to sustainability. Ownership today isn't just land and buildings, it's technology, ideas, brands, and digital platforms. So, what does this mean for us? It means economic power grows when communities think long term, invest wisely, support local businesses, increase financial literacy, and pursue ownership opportunities. Wealth doesn't happen by accident, it happens by intention.
Hold up. You can't say that too fast. Say that one more time.
Wealth doesn't happen by accident.
So nobody, black, white, green, or yellow, just stumbled up on wealth. It ain't just my grandpa had it. Somebody was intentional. Black, white, green, or yellow. It don't just happen. You don't just be born and it's a pot of gold there by the rainbow. It don't work like that. It's intentional. I just want to focus on that word. Intentional. Go ahead.
It happens by intention. So stay informed, stay strategic, and stay ownership minded, because ownership isn't just about what you have. It's about what you build.
Can I do this, Damali? Today I'm telling on folks. I'm telling, I ain't gonna say names, but I'm telling some. I ain't no snitch because snitches get stitches. So I ain't stitching. That's right for Arkansas too, so I can't lose my card. But I'm telling the truth, because in our community, we got to start telling the truth in order for us to progress. That's my thought. And when y'all on the live, y'all chime in. Don't leave me hanging while I'm telling the truth. Like, let Charles tell it, and then I'm gonna sit here like I don't know. Here's the thing, Damali. When I started working in North Tulsa, no different than probably North Omaha, North Little Rock, North Memphis, North. You know how that go. I realized when I'm riding, I'm seeing all these houses. I mean, man, it's nice over there, all these communities, man. Everybody doing good. Yard, all landscape, I'm doing all that too. I realized it's like 3 owners of all this. I'm like, well, hold on. Now I'm seeing seniors, a lot of seniors, middle-aged people. Then somebody pull up and say, this one person owns 400 of these homes. This person right here owns all 5 of these blocks. This person right here owns all these townhomes over here. Then you go speak and talk to the neighbors, seniors. And I'm talking about 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. They've been renting for 50 years, working a job, doing those things, taking care of their family. But I'm like, so you telling me 3 or 4 or 5 different people own all these? One person owned 400 homes, the other person 300, the other person 275. And guess what? None of them look like us. None of them look like us. If that's not a Jedi mind trick. Now, don't y'all pull up on me. You know, don't pull up on me, because the Molly will get mad. But anyway, I'm just saying we got to call a spade in our community, because that's somebody being intentional. That's a Jedi mind trick to me, because one, I already talked about the apartments. So a lot of people are man, I'm tired of being in this apartment. I'm finna get me a house. The problem is when you get your house, you rent the house too. So you're still not owning anything. And then another thing I realized about a mindset, I helped one individual get a home. And this individual was 65 years old. You know what he said? He said nobody in his family that he could remember ever owned a home.
Wow.
And he cried and cried. He said, Charles, I never thought that I would own a home. Nobody ever showed us, Charles, you got to take it. And we got to think about this. When you go back in our day, you know, you couldn't read. They didn't want you to do this. They didn't want you to do it. So they hid all the information. So you got to remember, sometimes grandma and grandpa didn't intentionally not leave you nothing. Somebody was being intentional about not allowing your great-grandparents to own anything. Right. You know, but in this generation now, we got access to all the information that we need to know. But I just have to put that out there because it didn't harden my heart, but it was disturbing to me that a person why would you not want to give nobody an opportunity for home ownership, generational wealth, and you just pray predatory stuff over families for generations. You knew their great-grandparents, now here's the ticket. The people that's owning the houses been transferring that generational wealth down for about 150 years, because when you talk to the people that own all the homes, well, my great-grandpa bought them first. Then my dad had it. Now this person running around 30 years old, owning 400 homes in our community, then drive on the other side. And that's why you can't get a good school. That's why you don't have no good businesses. That's why you can't get none of that, because guess what? Rooftops drive businesses coming into your community. So we got to think the generational wealth and ownership, because now you got power because you own something.
Ownership means stability.
Correct.
It means that you are not bouncing from one place to the other to the other. My mom says I tell all of her business, and oh well, I'm just sorry, Mama.
No, so you snitching?
I'm snitching too.
I was telling, she snitched.
But I got to give a huge shout out to my mother. As a single mom, you know, she understood the value of home ownership. My mother was the first. She's the baby girl out of 7 siblings, but she was the first to own her home.
The first out of 7.
The first out of 7, because she wanted a stable place for her children to be. And I will say this, my mother paid off her home. And has been living in that home for 54 years. So stability.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about. That house has seen a number of renovations because, of course, as time goes on, you know, she bought the house in the 70s. So you know what the colors was in the 70s, greens and all that.
Earth tone colors.
Yeah, it's like, but, you know, the house has seen a lot of different evolutions. But she understood that I need to set roots. Right. So now that's our family home. Anybody, you know, something happened and you need to come home, we got it, you know, because, you know, it's 4 bedrooms. So now, you know, she's added on to it and just made it increase the value of that asset. So, you know, basically what we're trying to say is for those of you who are in community who have done the thing. Because I grew up that way, then it was a no-brainer for me. It's like, I got to own a house.
But see, that's the generational. That's
exactly.
See, I talked about the projects, generation after generation. But since your mom owned a home, the first thing your mom was going to be telling y'all, look, you got to own your own home. You got to find a way to have home ownership.
Exactly. And one of the other things that my mother told me, she said, is when you get your home, don't ever take out a second mortgage. This is my mama's words. She said, because I have seen so many people lose their homes, not over the first mortgage. It's the second mortgage. You know, I borrowed $10,000.
Yeah, break it down. Slow down and break up. We got a lot of young folks on too. Appreciate the young people for tuning in. We got y'all. Explain like a little more specific what that is.
As you pay for your home, you build what's called equity. In your house, right? It's a good thing if you got a good job and you out there making it, or if your business is doing good, but it's also can be a bad thing to pull that equity out. You know, because you can pull it out. That equity equates to money. It equates to dollars, right? So if something is going on and you're like, ooh, I bought this house for $100,000. The value of it is now $250,000.
You got $100 grand in the bank, baby.
Exactly. So now I'm going to pull some of that equity out because I got some things coming up, or I'm getting ready to start a business, or I want to buy another piece of land, another property. Well, this is the thing. If you can't figure out how to pay for that equity line of credit that you just took out, you got to service the debt. If you can't service the debt, they coming to take that piece of property. And they're going to take it with the quickness. So because the property is what secures the line of credit, or that, you know, that debt. And so my mom said, you know, I got so many friends that, you know, went and took out second mortgages on their homes. And now they losing their home, or in jeopardy of losing it, because they couldn't service the second mortgage, not the first.
Well, let's give some examples if you do decide to do that. you know, what to do, because I think a lot of times what end up happening, people done maxed out their credit cards.
Yes.
You know, car payment done got behind.
Mhm.
Maybe your kid went off to college.
Yes.
And you was like, woof. That,
Mhm.
you know, kid, you send a kid to college, your pockets get light fast.
Quick.
But anyway, my thought is this, because now you just want to look at options. If you're gonna pull equity out of your house,
Mhm.
put it into something cash generating.
Mhm.
So find a way, if you're gonna pull that, find a way to put it into something that generates money.
Absolutely.
So like Damali said, if you buy another home and you fix it up and you rent it to somebody, or it's an Airbnb,
Mhm.
or even if you flip it and sell it,
Mhm.
you created something that gives you more wealth. But if you pull 50,000 out to pay off your credit cards for 30,000, catch up your car payment for 10, and you only got 10 left, ooh,
Yeah.
10,000 go fast.
Yeah.
That thing dwindled down. Now you got a first and a second, and you
Mhm.
can lose the house
Yeah.
over either one.
Either
So
one.
my only advice is, if you pull equity out, like I said, be intentional
Mhm.
with the equity that you pulled out. Create ways to generate money, because you don't want to pull it out just to have more debt.
Exactly. Marquis said stability is a part of building legacy as well as a vital part of growing a community. Absolutely. So those are some of the things, is with, the main word here is intentional.
Right.
We've got to be intentional, and we've got to be strategic about what it is that we're doing. It's not about what you're doing, it's how you're doing it.
Let me add this to the live, because we got a lot of sharp people on the live. Now,
Mhm.
this is my question to the people on the live. If you are a homeowner, then what have you done with your home personally? So that, because this is called shared information.
Mhm.
It's just shared knowledge. What have you did with your home that's something beneficial that maybe when you first got your home, you didn't even know?
Mhm.
Because sometimes when people get a house, they don't even think about the equity piece of it. They're
Mhm.
just glad to have a home. But if you have come up with something creative that can be a blessing to somebody local, national, international, let's share that, because that's the way we're going to get away from having less than 1% of all the wealth in the whole world.
Mhm.
Is we're going to have to start sharing knowledge, because
Absolutely.
like your mom, I'm not saying your mom didn't share knowledge,
Mhm.
but me being in Tulsa, most of your mama friends, they was people leasing these houses.
Mhm.
But your mama went away to college.
Mhm.
Because a lot of times,
Different.
and here's another thing, I think sometimes we can be so far behind the 8 ball, we're just trying to survive ourselves.
That's right.
It's not that we don't
No,
want to
that's
share
real.
knowledge with others. It's like, man, I just got out of college. I'm just trying to get a house. I'm barely paying my own house.
Yeah.
So I don't even have the strength to be over trying to educate. But my cousin said it best last week. She said, as we go forward, we got to continue to reach back.
Mhm.
And that reach back might just be information. Like, look, I just closed on my home and this is what I did.
Yeah.
But I know how it goes sometime in the community. And not saying your mama do this. Stay out of my business.
Right. That's real.
Why we always want to say stay out of my business? We
Mhm.
got to find a way to not do the stay out of my business, especially when you see the next generation come up.
Mhm.
Just pull them over. What you doing? How you doing? Let's start educating each other,
Mhm.
because I think
Absolutely.
it's going to benefit all of us
Mhm.
at the end of the day.
So we're going to talk now about a couple of things, or some things that are happening on the local, national, and international scene as it relates to ownership and wealth. So here in Tulsa, conversations continue to grow around home ownership access, small business expansion, and commercial development and generational wealth building. Community organizations and financial institutions are working to increase first-time home buying programs, down payment assistance, minority business lending, and entrepreneurship training. So, we want to make sure that we are taking advantage of all of these different programs that are actually out here and that are actually available to us, so that we are moving forward in a different direction, right? And that we are actually making sure that we are taking care of the things that we need to take care of. Let's see, on the national scene, data continues to show that wealth is primarily built through real estate, home ownership, and investment.
What? Wait a minute. What? Nationally, it says, how are you generating your wealth, Damali?
Real estate, business ownership, investment and retirement accounts, intellectual property. There's ongoing federal initiatives supporting small business administration, workforce entrepreneurship grants, housing and urban development programs, and financial literacy education.
Let's add this to the matter, because I think sometimes even when you listen and hear stuff, you still need some of those basic things. So say if you thinking about getting a home, because you own a home, I own a home. What are some basic things that we can share with our audience that you need to start doing in preparation of just getting your own home? Because a lot of times we talk about, because people right now have in their family haven't ever owned a home. So what are some of the basic things for some of the young people or maybe seasoned people? If you think about owning a home, here are a couple of things you need to start doing right now.
So I'm going to tell you what I did.
I'm actually live too.
Okay.
On the live, we got Arkansas, Texas, Florida, Louisiana, of course, Tulsa, OKC, y'all all in the building. Give 3 tips on the live of if people want to start thinking about home ownership, give 3 tips that we can share. And we'll share our tips. We'll do these tips together. Then we're going to go back to how the money is coming in, because now we can, this is stuff you can do for yourself at home. So what are 3 tips, Damali, would you say if you're thinking about getting a home, young, old, black, white, green, or yellow? Here are a few things you need to start doing today.
Okay, so sometimes those conversations, like you say, don't happen about home ownership.
Right.
You just don't know what you don't know. But what I did, now in my household, my mom talked about home ownership, right? But still, I was kind of fuzzy on it. So what I did was I signed up for a first-time homebuyers class.
That's good. Sign up for a class to get educated. And so how do you find those classes though? How did you find yours?
Well, so actually, I think I found mine through Community Action Project at the time. They were doing a lot of community workshops and things like that to kind of bring the community up to speed. And they had received a lot of government grants. And so they were just helping community, right? And so when I saw it, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make sure that I am, getting informed and getting the latest information, because sometimes the information that you have is outdated.
So what we'll do for y'all today, we'll go research, just in case y'all don't feel like doing it, and we'll post it on World One Development, where you can go for some of these first-time home buyer class so you can get educated. Well, that's first thing. So that's good, Damali. You almost dropped the mic right there, but give them another one.
Yeah. And so the other thing, so some of the things that I learned in that first-time home buyers class was, one, how to clean up my credit.
Right.
Because sometimes there are things on your credit that you just don't know that they're on there, right? And so when you get on there, you're like, who is this? I don't know this person.
Right.
I ain't never lived at this address, and this and that. So there are, you need to be a monitor of your own credit report. You need to pull it up. And if you didn't know, you can get 1 free credit report a year from all 3, TransUnion, Equifax, and what's the other one? Experian. You can get a free credit report one time a year. You have to go on their website. So, Experian, you can just Google it. But you can just Google credit reports if you don't even remember the names. Google credit reporting agency, and then it'll give you their names. Then you can just go to each individual one, pull your credit report, and look and see what's on there. Then the stuff that's on there, you can dispute.
And they mail it to you.
Oh, yeah.
They mail it to you. So 2 things you've said. Yeah. So, and we're going to post it if you don't know. Local, national, international, first-time home buyers. I think that's most important, because that's going to cover a lot of this. But then number 2, you can get a free credit report once a year. So go online, get your free credit report. They're going to send it to your house, to your business, to your cousin, to your grandma. They're going to send it somewhere. But get your free credit report. So to me, that's called, scared or not, you got to get your head out the sand. Because I know you're like, I don't even want to look at my credit. I know it's at least 300. That's not the point. It don't matter where it is. You got to know where you are so that you can understand where you got to try to get to. So you done said too big. Not like now. I want to go to the live. But anyway, first time home buyers, you get a free credit report. You ain't got to pay for it once a year. So what's another one?
And then I think the other thing is you need to start in saving, some type of savings account. So what I was fortunate enough to do is, because I signed up for the first time home buyers class, then there was a local bank, and I'm not going to call the name, but there was a local bank that partnered with this first time home buyers program. And so what they did was gave us match money.
Right.
So for every dollar that I saved, they matched it.
Hold on. Let me say this, y'all. See what Damali did. You see, she sidestepped y'all right there. But let me tell y'all something now. We have learned bootstrapping this thing. So most of the information we're going to share here, but starting March 1st, we're going to have a small subscription, maybe $10 a month. But some of she said, like these personal banks, and to sit down and really execute some things, then it's just going to be a small subscription. We're going to do a totally live different thing, about 10 minutes once a week, but we're going to really get into the weeds on it, because it takes a little bit more. But that's Damali's intellectual property and my intellectual property. So we're going to give you all the basics on everything to get it done yourself. But some of this stuff, we don't have to go through the mud to get it, but we'll do a small subscription. It's just going to support our show, support giveaways, support some of the things that we have to do, because we didn't get it for free, but we're going to give you things for free to get you started and going.
Yes.
Damali, we back to it.
Thank you, Uncle Brian. Uncle Brian said you can go to annualcreditreport.com.
That's it.
and get that credit report that I'm talking about. Because I put money into a savings account, then they match my money that I could use for down payment assistance, or I could use that to help purchase my appliances at my home. So it was my choice of which I wanted. And I had saved so much that I actually did both. I was able to do a little bit of both.
And let me say this too. And the beauty of getting your credit report is this, Damali. Can I call a dollar, keep
Sure.
a spade? For whatever reason we was growing up, people would put a phone in our name, put some furniture in our name.
Like I was 3. How did I have furniture?
Put movies in the light bill in our name.
Right.
Little Pooka Luke got gas bill in his name.
Right.
Here's
Y'all stop it. Parents,
look,
stop doing that. Stop it.
you know what, Damali, it's it is what it is. Here's the thing: when you're trying to survive, you got this generational stuff sometimes that we do that we just got to stop it. We cannot ruin our baby's credit. They still in a diaper. We can't ruin a person's credit in their diaper. You can't do that. Now they get up and finally make it to college just to find out their credit is 150.
Okay.
They got a water bill, light bill, gas bill, phone bill, and this is their first time trying to get anything. Here's the thing. Here's the deal. When you're trying to survive, you're just trying to survive. So I'm not judging nobody. So don't come looking for me. But for whatever reason, if you did have to do that, take care of that. Because basically,
clean it up.
you had somebody in a diaper co-sign for you.
Yeah.
I made our kids co-sign before they even get started.
Right. They don't know how to hold the pencil.
But here's the deal, Damali. Until we just call a spade and be real, that's the only way we're going to get away from this situation that we in. Thus, you end up in apartments all your life because we done took all 5 kids and we done killed everybody credit.
Exactly.
Before they even got started.
Mhm.
So we want to talk about programs so that we don't have to do those kind of things.
Right.
I know your mama didn't do it because you was able to get a house. Thank God my mama didn't do it because I didn't have that. But some of y'all now, I don't want to traumatize nobody. So it might be a flashback. You just might. Maybe your grandma just might have put something, some little furniture in your name. So let's find a way to clean those things up.
So Willie Barney said, that's right, Charles and Damali, lead by example. Your intellectual property has value. Thank you, Willie. We appreciate that. What they're saying on the national level is that there's an ongoing federal initiative supporting small business administration loans, workforce entrepreneurship grants, housing and urban development programs, and financial literacy education.
Right.
It's like learning what you don't know. At the same time, national conversations continue about closing wealth gaps and expanding access to capital. Now, that's been a conversation that's been happening forever.
Right.
We can't continue to wait on them to figure out a solution.
Right. We can't.
We've got to figure out what the solution is. We've got to have these conversations in our own communities, at our own dinner tables. We've got to be talking about this and sharing forward the information that we have that's going to help the next generation.
Yeah, Damali, and here's the deal. Coming out of slavery, we was getting out, having home ownership, land ownership, all the way to Black Wall Street.
Right.
Coming out of slavery, we was able to build. So you just got to understand that people not going, nobody coming to save us.
Right.
Nobody's going to do this for us. I can say 2026 was some years now, we all got access to the same information. Because of the information highway, we all got access right now. So we got to find a way to pick collaboration over competition. Yeah. We got to start having workshops and conferences and stuff where we invite everybody out. And we got to find a way to not spend $1 trillion on every other side of town except our own.
Exactly.
I'm going to leave that right there because I ain't going to get started.
So Natasha says you can also freeze your credit report to block any unauthorized attempts to access your credit information.
Good.
My older sister says she did that.
Yeah. Good tip. That's a good tip. Yeah.
Yes. Marquise says, yes, that's why we're trying to do so much with this family stuff, because all of this generational information and wisdom is not being passed along. And Marquise and I had a conversation about this last night as well. But all of this wisdom is not being passed along due to the fractures of the family and misinformation that's being given. It's absolutely vital to have people you trust to help you navigate these hard systems. Thank you guys for all that you're doing. And thank you, Marquise, because you're doing a great job reminding men of their rightful place in society, not the place that the systems are trying to put them.
Right.
So thank you so much for all the work that you are doing, because it's a community effort. I mean, we all got to work together to make this thing happen.
Right. You're exactly right. And then if you don't feel like going online to register and you don't feel like doing all that, there's ways that you can access your credit, see what's going on for free. So you can go to creditkarma.com. That's free. And you can see your credit score. You can dispute things. You can challenge things. That's actually what I do. I've been having it for years, So, and another thing, if you go get it, just go to creditkarma.com. You can load it on your phone for free. And it's going to show you your TransUnion and your TransUnion and your Equifax, right?
Yeah.
And Equifax is consumer based. Consumer based meaning if you go to Quick Trip right now and spend $5, it's going to show up. The other ones, they might have to rotate. Consumer based meaning so that, and it depends on car dealership where you go, because if you're going to apply for a loan for a car dealership or a bank, ask them what do they pull from, because then you can focus a little bit more. If they say we pull TransUnion, because your TransUnion can be a little low, your Equifax is high, but they didn't pull your Equifax. And here at this car dealership, we pull TransUnion. Right. So ask them before they pull, and ask them. Here's another thing: make sure they're doing a soft pull, not a hard pull, because we're still talking about generational wealth and ownership. Right. But a lot of that generational wealth and ownership going to come from how your credit is looking. Because in today's day, the best thing to have is good credit and some capital. But you got to have one of them. You either got to have some money or you got to have some good credit. And these are the things Damali is talking about. You got the bill. So get a copy of your credit report. And it don't matter if you're putting back $10, $20, $30. Just be putting back something. Because some of these expenses to get an appraisal and stuff like that is only going to be a few $100s. But those things are going to come into play as you move forward. Because I feel like if we start educating each other, I think we can move the ball a lot faster than what we think. Right. Than we can do, Damali.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We're at the top of the hour.
We are at
already.
The top of the hour.
We need to take a break.
Oh, we're
going to take a real quick break. We're going to come back, y'all, with the community wake up, because we went deep, but we're going to take a real break. Come Theater North.
Yes.
Shout out to Maybelle Wallace.
Yes.
That's the show coming up. We'll be right back, y'all.
Tulsa presents Nat Turner in Jerusalem at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center. A powerful two-person drama imagining the final night of Nat Turner as he confronts Thomas R. Gray, the man who recorded his words and helped shape his legacy. Written by Nathan Allen Davis and directed by Keith Daniels. It's the hit stage play Nat Turner in Jerusalem. Explore faith, resistance, and the cost of telling the truth. Don't miss Nat Turner in Jerusalem, playing at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center, Liddy Dungeons Theater, February 21st and 22nd, 8 o'clock and 3 p.m. And February 28th and March 1st, 8 o'clock and 3 p.m. Get your tickets now for Nat Turner in Jerusalem at TulsaPAC.com or call 918-596-7111. Nat Turner in Jerusalem by Nathan Allen is presented by arrangement on behalf of Samuel French Incorporated.
To the next level with professionalism and energy. Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development. EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as Spring Break Camp, Summer Camp, and After School. We also have Black History Saturdays. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
Buy local, build local, support local. The Small Business Spotlight is brought to you by NYCU.FM. Listen live at NYCU.FM 24/7. Local dreams, local dollars, local success.
You know what? It's really not that bad being up at 5 a.m.
Damali, you know what? You're absolutely right. The only thing better is we on 5 days a week.
7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the Community Wake Up, our brand new morning show.
Right here on NYCU.FM.
And simulcast on KBOB 89.9 FM.
We got your Black History Trivia.
We got your medical report.
Don't forget the police report.
Your local, national, and international news.
Always the latest on upcoming events.
The Divine Nine and HBCU check-ins.
And most importantly, we can't do it without you.
And make sure you join us each and every day.
It's the Community Wake Up
with Charles and Damali. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Community Wake Up with Charles and Damali, and we are back live in studio. Appreciate y'all all tuning in with us right here on NYCU.FM radio show. Also on KBOB 89.9 FM, where we get to tell our story our way. And don't forget about the juice radio show with the youth. If you're a high schooler, you want to get into this space, reach out to Uncle Bobby here, get you plugged in. Man, they go local to all these different places, DC, Atlanta, and all of that. Also across that pond, all the way to Africa. So let your kids be exposed so they can be a little bit more ready for this world. We also live on YouTube, the official World One Development news that you can use, like my cousin said.
Yes.
And remember, even after the show at 9, we play today's best R&B and throwbacks, all clean music. So whether it's school, work, or play, keep us in your ears because we got them jams that's going to come back to back to back. And we also going to keep you up to date with all the community updates and all of the breaking news. Damali, we back.
Yes, we are back. So Mona is back with us.
What's up, Mona?
Hey, Prentice is back with us.
Prentice, what's going on, fam?
Let's see. Who else do we have? Arlisha. Where you been, sis?
Alicia, what's up?
Chuck Jones, the master barber, is with us.
Chuck, I need an edge. Right now, Chuck. I knew you was coming through for me. Look, Chuck, it's Black History Month. And during Black History Month, we got to look out for each other. So I need a little something on the beard and a little something on the top. You know what I'm talking about? Chuck, love you, brother. Man, we've been working with this brother for over a decade.
Yes.
So.
Chuck says, good conversation, fam. He said, thanks for bringing quality media back to this generation.
Come on. Thanks, Chuck. That means a lot.
Natasha said, great information. Gina said, good morning, fam. Love y'all.
You know Gina gonna be dropping them nuggets.
Mom is watching.
Mom is back. What's up, Mom? Good morning.
Mama said our first Black president was John Hanson, and he is on the $2 bill.
Hey, if they didn't know, if you didn't know, now you know.
Yes. And Natasha says, nice. So we're going to get back to what we're talking about. We're talking about global ownership and economic power.
Can I ask the people to do one thing?
Sure.
If you just tuned in, can you click that share button? You know that little arrow right there? Just click share because we live and the show will stay live. And we want to make sure this information gets to as many people as possible because it's very important information that we need. Also, text a few friends and say, Charles and Damali live on Community Wake Up Show Monday through Friday. So y'all tune in. So send it to how many people, Damali? You demand 5 people?
Yep.
5 people. So send it to 5 people. Tell them to tune in.
5 for 5.
We getting ready to go a little deeper. For you people that don't know, welcome to Black Wall Street. You see it on Damali's shirt. Mm-hmm. It's the Wake Up. We in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Greenwood. Appreciate y'all locking in with us.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So let's talk about international and global ownership and economic power. So globally, small and medium-sized enterprises make up the backbone of most economics. And we kind of talked about this a little bit, but we'll go in a little bit more detail. International efforts focuses on microfinance, women and minority-owned business growth, digital entrepreneurship, and cross-border trade.
Yeah.
Ownership today extends beyond physical property to include technology platforms, e-commerce businesses, digital intellectual property, and innovation-based assets. Economic power is increasingly tied to adaptability, education, and innovation. So some of these ideas that you have rolling around in your head, figure out how to monetize those, and first we want to protect the idea, right? To make sure nobody steals it. But then we also want to figure out how we can bring value, how we can monetize those ideas.
And if you don't know about some of those things, remember, we're going to be doing workshops every week right here at the 36th Street North Event Center every month, not every week. We're going to do the show every week. We're going to do we're gonna do the conference and the workshops once a month.
That's a lot of work.
But
We ain't doing
we
it
can
every
help you work through that. So if you don't have that, and remember this weekend, February 21st, we got something coming up from 9 to 1, but you got to register. So if you don't, then say on the live you want to, or most of y'all have got my number or Damali's number. We'll send you the link. You can register, you can sign up, but we're going to help you unpack some of those things, because here's the real deal, Holyfield. This AI thing, if you miss the internet and all of that computer, if you miss that wave, which created a lot of new millionaires, don't miss this AI thing.
Yeah.
Because over the next 4 or 5 years, it's going to create more millionaires than all the other ones put together times two. And when you come to our workshops, we're going to talk about that. Because a lot of the creative things you're doing every day, you just need to be able to tie AI to it. Because here's the deal. Right now, I'm looking at Damali. I'm looking at FedEx. I'm looking at UPS. I'm talking to a lot of friends, and a lot of people getting furloughed, then off, and they're cutting. And like I said, I was in Omaha, and I ordered my breakfast. I said, let me get some French toast with some little eggs with some cheese on it. And I did all that. I was ready. I was ready. I'm sitting in the spot. Nobody. They say you got to watch your back. I was sitting with people that didn't watch my back that day. Next thing, the robot bumped. Charles, but I'm ready. I'm like I turned around. It's a robot with my food. Mr. Charles Hopper, how you doing this morning? I'm doing great, Miss Robot Man or Woman. I didn't know. Gave me my French toast, my eggs, my meat. Mr. Charles, would you like some orange juice? I would. Said I'd be right back. Went left, came back, ordered, took care of all my money. And I'm sitting here looking. This is probably 3 or 4 years ago. And I'm sitting here listening like this robot. I didn't even hear the robot roll up on me. You know what I'm talking about?
Right?
I didn't have my head on the swivel, y'all. He could have got me. Could have snuck up on me. That's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, the bottom line is doctors, barbers, lawyers, a lot of jobs that you have, they putting robots in a position. So you either gonna have to know how to work AI, or you may be without anything. So the basic information, because me and Damali was all against it for a minute, but shout out to Black Tech Street and Tyrants. We went to his class for 10 hours straight.
He forced us.
He didn't. Yeah, look at all this stuff you seeing around us. A lot of this stuff is some AI stuff going on. So you got to be on top of it for you and your family, because we do not want to miss the boat. This time.
Absolutely. Ashley Grant, Cherokee Nation counselor on District 5 is on. She said shared. So she did. And she said today, Cherokee Nation will be celebrating Black History Month at OSU Tulsa starting at 11 o'clock. So if you are free today, because some of y'all are off because it's President's Day, we already talked about that. So if you off work and you want to see or participate in a Black History program, go over and celebrate with Ashley Grant and Cherokee Nation.
11 a.m. today.
Yes.
Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate it. Ashley doing a great job too.
Absolutely.
Ashley, we see you. You everywhere out there. And that's what your council person is supposed to do. Because here's the thing we say on the Wake Up. You can't fake showing up, y'all. Just remember that for your kids, for your family, for your school, for your community. You can't fake showing up. It ain't what you say. It's what you do. That matters.
That part. Right. Okay, so what all this means for a community. Oh, Marquis said he shared. Good job, Marquis.
See there? Good job.
Okay, so ownership shifts power. It moves individuals and families from earning wages to building assets. It creates leverage, stability, and long-term opportunity. But ownership requires financial education, strategic planning, access to capital, and mentorship, and patience. Communities grow stronger when residents support local businesses, invest wisely, share knowledge.
Shared knowledge. I've been saying that the whole show. Shared knowledge.
And another big one, think generationally.
Right.
Wealth is not built overnight. It's built intentionally. Ownership is not just possession, it's position. And when communities increase ownership at every level, economic power expands.
And what you have to do, can I add this, Damali?
Sure.
Sometimes you have to just go beyond just your community. Relationships and partnerships go beyond borders and lines. So we got to get not just your community. You can go into other states like Damali and I. We travel to many different places.
Yeah.
So when we say local, national, international, we done took this thing to London.
Yes.
We've been to Africa a couple of times. And here's the thing. A lot of the issues that we have are the same. It don't matter if we're in Tulsa, if we go to Omaha, we go to Memphis, we go out in Cali, we go to Louisville. No matter where we go, Kansas City, St. Louis, it doesn't matter.
Right.
When we go, it's the same issues. We take this thing over to Africa, It's the same exact thing. So that shared knowledge you said is important. But when I went across the state line, I landed in Omaha, Nebraska one time and ran into Miss Jolly. Miss Jolly said it takes 4 generations to create generational wealth. I think a lot of times, Damali, what our situation is, we can't even make 4 generations, you know, because
that's real.
You know, sometimes you can't, you know, and the thing about that is, even if you're going to do that, it has to be intentional. So somebody got to step up to the plate and get these basic concepts that we're talking about packed down, because right now you may be thinking, wait a minute, so my grandpa is here, I'm here, and I got my son is here. You can start there. You already got 3 generations, but y'all now just got to be intentional about the things that you're doing, you know, in order to finally get to that 4th generation to actually be able to create that generational wealth. But what you think about that? She said it takes 4 generations to create generation. It makes sense to me, but what about you?
No, it makes perfect sense to me, because it's still the strategic, it's a roadmap. And sometimes, you know what, and this is what I was just thinking. I think that was yesterday or day before. I was thinking, it was day before when I was at home doing my cleaning, you know what I'm saying? But I was thinking, you know what, families need to sit down and whiteboard their families.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if we need a lawyer in the family, that's your job.
Well, now we're getting intentional.
Yeah. If you we need a doctor in the family. That's your job. You know, because you can tell where your children or grandchildren, like what gifts and talents they have. Let's support and encourage those gifts and talents.
Right.
But it's for the benefit of the whole family.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that now the legacy continues. You know, if you like land, if you like the dirt, you know, I think you need to be a developer. You know, now you've got all of these assets in your family that you can use to help not only the community, but now create generational wealth for your entire family and your lineage.
Right. Now, again, come March 1st, it's going to be a small subscription, not to watch this show, but we're going to have some extra. So we're going to get into the weeds of being intentional with that 4 generational wealth. Because like one thing we have to do with Damali, we don't have no choice, is our intellectual property.
Gotta protect it.
Intellectual property don't just come, y'all. We've been out, for me, I'm about 25 years in on learning. You're touching that hot stove, bumping my head, figuring some stuff out. So the basic foundation of everything we speak about, we just gonna do here on the show. So share this, but we're gonna have a small subscription, maybe $10 a month or something, where we're gonna have some extra videos where we just gonna go point by point. Damali gonna say the name of the bank that did this. We're gonna say this. It's gonna be more intentional, gonna be a blessing for you and us, but we gotta try to be able to monetize some of that, because we gotta travel. We trying to create generational wealth and all those things as well, but we still gonna do the things we need to do to get people started. We gonna wake up everybody, not just a physical wake up, but a conscious wake up to the things that are going on in our country, local, national, and international.
Okay, so now that brings us up to our Black History Did You Know fact.
Uh-oh, here we go. Get your thinking cap on.
With Charles and Damali.
So now you guys know we've been giving you Black History Did You Know facts to kind of warm you up. Come March 1st, we're going to do the Black History trivia. So you need to have your thinking caps on, not Googling. Googling. And we're going to give you a question with some options. And the person who comes up with those options, there very well could be some merch for you on the way. Okay. So what we're going to talk about today is we've been talking about foundations being laid and what some of the things that history that we need to remember.
Right.
So some of this history you may not even know, but I'm going to give you today, and shout out to my mama, because my mama sent me this, and thank you, Mama. I appreciate you, because Mama is a part of the show.
Mama live and exists at all times in Black history. She don't never leave. She exists there, and it helps us out. Because but Mama is the example of what we need in community. You know what I mean?
Right.
We need somebody to remind us that we come from greatness.
Absolutely.
That we come from giants.
Absolutely.
And that we can do anything that we want to do. But if you don't ever hear about these stories, because everybody wants to just be an influencer, pop, lock, and drop it and all that stuff, at some point, you got to come back to what our ancestors have laid the blueprint. We already on their shoulders. We just distracted.
Yes.
So hopefully for a moment, during Black History Month, we're going to be undistracted and listen to what Mama passed over to the wake-up.
Yes. So Dr. George Washington Carver,
Whew, that's a bad man.
You know that he built everything from a peanut. I'm like, I don't know how all of this stuff came from a peanut, but
all
he
I
made
thought,
it.
all I thought you could do with peanuts is put them in a Coke. Did y'all do that in Tulsa? Get
We were
peanuts
talking about that.
and put them in a Coke,
yeah,
and you float them,
yeah.
you eat your cut. Yeah, but there was a lot more going on. Is what you're saying.
There's a lot more going on.
Let's get into it.
So these are some of the things that he lived by. So these are the 8 principles that George Washington Carver lived by.
Get your pen
And
and
I
your
think
pad.
that these are profound no matter what age group you are.
So this is a pen and pad time.
This is a pen and pad time.
Okay, get your notes out. Come on.
Get your notes out. Okay, so number 1, he said, be clean both inside and out. So that means we're not abusing our bodies.
Yeah.
We ain't drinking, smoking, whatever. All of those things that can cause you a problem in later years. We don't want to do that.
So that means at minimum, brush your teeth and wash your face.
Brush your teeth, wash your face, take a bath. And then don't drink and smoke and all that stuff.
Put some Blue Magic grease on your hair and on your face. So, man, I praise we get the Blue Magic grease, put it in our head, put it on our face. We shine like, am I the son or not? What is going on? Am I the son of God or not? What?
Right.
I'm just playing with y'all. Blue Magic grease is all right with me.
Right. So number 1,
Be
clean both inside and outside.
I like that. Y'all know what that means. We grown.
Yes. Number 2, neither look up to the rich nor down to the poor.
Ooh.
I'll say that again.
Somebody got to repent.
Neither look up to the rich or down to the poor. Now, these are things I didn't say this.
Hey, that's
This
number
is
2.
Dr. George Washington Carver. These are his thoughts. This is what he lived by.
Because what he's trying to say is if you end up making it a little bit, don't start looking down on people. That's what people do a lot of time, Damali. Somebody done graduated from college, got them a good job, done put a suit or put that dress, that business dress on.
Yeah.
Now they look at you, look down at your shoes and say your shoes don't look appropriate to
Name
speak
ain't red
to me.
bottoms. Yeah.
So what he's saying is don't look up or down.
Oh, Miss
right.
Verna said, I love it. The blue grease did good for me. LOL.
Put some on your knees, then I did your whole face hair, then you put some
On your knees
and your calf.
Yeah.
That Blue Magic was a
Yeah, and them ankles.
but that
them
sun
ankles
come out,
together.
you're gonna get cooked though. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Okay, so number 3, lose if need be without squealing.
Oof.
So if you stop and think about the number of inventions that George Washington Carver had,
Right.
and the number of times he failed, but he never gave up.
Never.
He lost, but he didn't squeal. He
didn't.
kept on moving.
He didn't fold his tent down to give up.
Okay, number 4 is win without bragging. You ain't all that in a bag of chips.
Right.
Yeah, you got to win, and that's great, but there's still more that needs to be discovered. Number 5, always be considerate of women, children, and older people.
Ooh. I live by that one, Damali. Hey, look, you want to earn some stripes in heaven? You want to get some feathers in your cap? Man, look out for them youngsters. Look out for the women. And look out for the elder. I always pause and slow down. I don't even know if I'm an elder. What am I now? I'm 53. Am I?
You getting close.
I don't even know where I fit. I'm in the middle of the road.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the road.
I'm in the middle. 50 is, we'll say, the middle of the road.
Right. All right. Number 6, be too brave to lie. Be too brave to lie.
That call that lump in that throat. You done ate somebody.
Like, I did it.
Yeah, that's easier
It was
said than
me.
done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is Valentine's weekend, and then you took your wife out, or your girlfriend, or your boo thing out, and she had some leftovers.
Ooh.
And you messed around and accidentally ate her
You
leftovers.
didn't accidentally.
And she done
That
came
was
through the door.
intentional.
I'm just talking about being too brave to lie. And she come in. And
That
you
was
hear her
intentional.
roar,
That was an intentional
"Who
decision.
ate my leftovers after the seasoning soaked into all of my food?" Is what I want to know. This is the time you get a chance to practice being brave and not lying.
Well, this is the thing. If it ain't number 2 of y'all in the house, it ain't a question.
if somebody could have came by, somebody could have came by. But what that's saying, when you feel that lump in your throat, and we all know what that lump is, then go ahead and swallow that lump, tell the truth, and walk off. Is that what that's saying? Just be brave.
Be brave.
Be brave.
Be brave.
Don't lie.
Okay, number 7, be too generous to cheat.
Woo. Man, he dropping some
I'm
gems.
telling you, he dropping some bars.
Be too
Mama, this is some good
generous.
stuff. Thank you for sending this to me. This is some
Mama
good
done
stuff.
helped setting our feet doing this Black History Month.
Yes. Okay, and the last one, number 8. Take your share of the world and let others take theirs. So that means you ain't got to do everything.
Right.
We ain't got to be in competition. I'm going to stay over here in my lane
Right.
and do my thing that's going to benefit humanity, because it's enough for, of it to go around.
Right.
Marquise and I were just talking about this on yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So that's Dr. George Washington Carver.
Love it.
Making it happen. So that was our Black History Did You Know fact right here on the Community Wake Up with Charles and Damali.
So what you think about the list?
I love the list. I love the list. And some of these things, when I'm looking, I'm like, and this is the thing. These are created to make you think about yourself and what are you doing. So when I look at the list, I'm like, ooh, I can be a little bit better on this one.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Say the list. Just go through it. Don't pause. Just say, and then which one speak to you most? And hold on. If you're on the live, she just gonna breeze through it. She just gonna read each one. Let us know which one resonated to you most, whether it's personally or just for our community or just for the world today. And I'll say mine. Damali will say hers, but she ain't gonna pause. She just gonna hit them. You let us know which one registered to you more.
Okay. So
Let's
number
go.
1, be clean, both inside and out. Number 2, neither look up to the rich or down to the poor. Number 3, lose if need be without squealing. Number 4, win without bragging. Number 5, always be considerate of women, children, and older people. Number 6, be too brave to lie. Number 7, be too generous to cheat. And number 8, take your share of the world and let others take theirs.
Damali, y'all heard that she went through it fast. Let us know on the live if you listen to all of them, which one resonated to you more. Damali, which one just you like, man, that one got me right there.
I would say always be considerate of women, children, and older people.
Girl, we thinking alike today. That's mine, because I think some of the other things may work out if you're doing it. So that's number 5, right?
That's number 5.
That's number 5.
Right.
Yeah. That's me too. Okay, I know we got to move on, y'all, because it's 25 after the hour. We rolling pretty good. Appreciate y'all tuning in as we talk about ownership and wealth right here on the Community Wake Up live on KBOB 89.9 FM News you can use with Charles and Damali. KBOB 89.9 FM, NYCU.FM, and YouTube, the official World One Development News that you can use.
So Teresa says number 7 resonated with her, which is be too generous to cheat.
That's a big one right there. I know why you said that one, Teresa, because if you cheat, she's going to pull that thing out on you. No.
Don't do my sister.
No, look. Teresa just said be fair.
Yes.
That's all she's saying is be fair. Sis, I'm sorry I went there, but that's what when I thought about you, that's what I thought about, but she just saying be fair.
Yes.
She loved the Lord. She's gonna be singing in the choir.
Right.
Right after she slapped you, she's gonna, Lord bless.
Over there with DeLauren Sanders.
You just gotta keep it real sometime. Look, I'm saved and I ain't no killer.
Right.
But Tupac said, just
don't push me.
Man, please just don't push me. Sometimes you gotta leave people alone. Thanks, Teresa, for chiming in. AJ, Mr. Energizer down in the J-Bone Lounge, just tuned in.
What's
Mr.
up, AJ?
Afro Legend,
Yes.
another Arkansan in the building. You get to get to Jacksonville, you got to go a little bit further than Little Rock, about 15, 20 minutes, and you pull up in Jacksonville to the J-Bone Lounge where it go down. Appreciate you tuning in, Mr. AJ.
Ashley, I love Ashley. Ashley Grant said hard to choose, number 2 and 5, and the last one. So number 2 was neither look up to the rich nor down to the poor.
You can tell too, Ashley is like that.
Yes.
That's you, Ashley. I can see that one.
Yes. And then number 5, of course, always be considerate of women, children, and older people. And then she said in the last one too, take your share of the world and let others take theirs.
Right. I love it. And remember today, where's it? Her event gonna be at 11.
OSU Tulsa.
OSU Tulsa at 11 a.m.
o'clock.
It's gonna be a Black History program. So if you
Cherokee
out and about with Cherokee Nation, pull up over there.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so today we're connecting something powerful: ownership, wealth, and your well-being. We think about when we think about health, we usually think about eating right, exercising, and going to the doctor. But here's the truth: financial stability is deeply connected to mental and physical health. Money stress is body stress.
Right.
Chronic financial pressure can lead to anxiety, poor sleep, high blood pressure, emotional burnout.
Oh, wait a minute. What? Hold on. So financial Wait
You
a
want me to
minute.
say
Hold
it
on.
again?
Say it. Well, y'all listen up, because sometimes things resonate, because I think that people live and don't think about these things.
Yes.
You know. So read that one more time, Damali.
Money stress is body stress. Chronic financial pressure can lead to anxiety, poor sleep, high blood pressure, and emotional burnout.
Man.
But when people move towards ownership, whether it's owning a home, building savings, starting a business, or investing wisely, something shifts. Ownership creates stability. Stability creates peace, and peace improves health.
Let me tell you something, Damali. Sometimes it's nothing more powerful than just being able to say, I'm about to go get in my car
That part.
and go to my house.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, sometimes your peace can just be, I can go get in my own car. Don't take it for granted and go to my own house, because your house should be your place of refuge and peace, because that's where you can block out the words like, man, look, I'm about to go home.
Yes.
That's how some people do it. They be at work, people keep getting on their nerve, but they say, I just need to go home.
I just need to go home.
Man, kids going to school, kids going crazy in college, tell them they need to just what? Just need to come home. Baby, you ain't making something going, look, just come home.
Yeah.
So the answer to most of our problems is what? Just
come home.
Come home. Reset.
Your place of peace.
Get yourself situated. Because you know that's what parents do sometimes. You be out here trying to make it, married, unmarried, in college, jobs. You don't went across the world. They just say, baby, look, just come home. And sometimes you can go home for a couple weeks. Now you ready after you reset to get back out here and try to tackle this world that is not always fair. Being transparent. Come on.
Absolutely. So Sorargina said, I like all of them. She said they all resonated with her, almost like the golden rule, do unto others. Absolutely. That's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Teresa got a knife and a ninja man and
see that? I wasn't lying. I'm telling the truth, y'all. Look, Teresa got the prettiest smile that you ever want to see in your life. And that's when I knew. I said, you kind of dangerous. She said, yeah, I am. How you know? I like to have a smile that pretty.
Right.
It got to be something that's going. So now I understand that, here, y'all, if I don't tell y'all nothing else good today, the nicest people in the world are the most dangerous people in the world. It takes some of y'all a long time to realize that, because sometimes people think you can take people kindness for weakness. You think when somebody is nice and sweet and humble and they're trying to help you, they're trying to serve, they do that on purpose. They're trying to stay saved. They're trying to stay with the Lord, because they know if you disrespect them, it's a problem. It's a knife, it's a gun, it's war.
It's problematic
if you touch them. So let nice people
just be nice.
Be nice.
Just let us be nice.
Leave them alone. I'll say that about us as a culture.
Yes.
We just want people to leave us alone.
Leave us alone.
Just leave us alone.
Yeah.
Because we just want to be nice.
Ain't bother nobody.
Be turned up. We just want to dance and
don't
sing.
Start none.
We don't want to start none. We just want nothing but peace. So anyway, Teresa,
so Regina said, don't play with my peace, meaning her home. Don't play with it. Mary Riggin said, Lord have mercy. Maybe that's what's wrong. I need some money. I love this show. I love it.
Well, the beauty of this show is we're going to try to help everybody get their money up.
Yes.
We laying a foundation for something, but we're going to be bringing the experts in. We're going to be having workshops every month at the event, so you can come in. Bank owners, business people, investors, stock people, loan officers, housing, investments, whatever you need is going to be in the house, and it's going to be for free. Now, you can leave a little donation if you want to, because ain't nothing really free. But when you come, leave a donation. But we're going to have these things available for our community all year.
Absolutely.
So that's the beauty of supporting the community Wake Up, because we pushing this stuff out because we too far behind the 8 ball when we got less than 1% of the wealth in this entire country.
That's right.
We can't go out like that in our generation. We got to make some moves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Donna Ashley Willis, what's up, sis?
Welcome
How are
to
you?
The show.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Okay, so now wealth doesn't just mean millions of dollars.
Right.
Wealth means having options. It means having a cushion. It means not living in constant survival mode, which is mostly what we see in underserved communities.
Right.
Health experts often say your environment shapes your health. This includes your financial environment. When families feel secure, they make better decisions, experience less stress, build stronger relationships, and create healthier communities. But here's the balance. Pursuing wealth without rest leads to burnout. Healthy wealth building means planning, not panicking, learning, not rushing, building steadily, not obsessively. Because true wellness includes financial health, emotional health, and physical health. Ownership isn't just about assets, it's about peace of mind. So, as you focus on your wellness, also focus on building stability because when you build wisely, you don't just grow wealth, you protect your health.
I love that, Damali. I'm tell you what I love about that. And I feel like as a country, as a state, and as a city, we got to do better. We got to find a way for people to not have to work 3 and 4 jobs.
Man.
And still be barely making it.
Yes.
So sometimes, some way, somehow, I think our government and our state, they have to do something with like these minimum wages. You know what I mean? Because nobody should have to, because one, if you're working 3 jobs, guess what? If you're doing that much working, then something's being neglected.
Exactly.
You know, your spouse being neglected, the kids being neglected, you can't make it to church, you can't. So all this thing to me is just creating stress. You can't show up. All you're doing is working 24/7. So we got to have leaders that's willing to come out when somebody's willing to work that hard. They need to have some kind of options like what we're talking about for business, for workforce, and for those things. So y'all stay tuned. If you got 3 or 4 jobs, we're going to try to find a way to consolidate that into one job. It may just be a workforce program that's for free, that's with a grant that give you something weekly as you come back online. So hopefully you can get a better job, livable wage job, so that you can spend more time with your family, take a vacation sometime. Because Damali, I think the key to longevity, one is just being able to take a break.
Right.
You know, one is knowing when to. But in certain jobs, you know when you need a break, but guess what you say? I got to go to work. I got to pay these bills. You ain't been sleeping a week. I know, but I got to pay these bills. That's that thing where that stress, that fatigue, and that thing, anxiety and all that stuff come in. And now you can't be friendly to nobody.
Right.
How can you be friendly off 2 hours of sleep?
Exactly.
It don't work like that.
No, it don't.
So we got to find a way, because it's all too often normal in our communities. So we got to find a way to work together to make these realities a little bit better for us.
So Uncle Brian says 2 words to leave me alone: lethal injection. So Regina said, that's too funny. I always say that when people assume nice people are pushovers or weak, she said, don't let this smile and positive outlook fool you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's 2 people. It's 2 people, Damali. The nicest people in the room are the most dangerous. Remember, you young people, just remember this. And whoever's quiet, the person that's quiet. When people come in and they just nod and smile and they real quiet and they in the corner, that's another person that's trying to stay safe. Them and Jesus been walking together, and they just like, I'm just staying quiet. I ain't even gonna talk to nobody. But then they all normally, when you see somebody quiet, you take that as what?
Weakness.
Oh, he's scared to talk. She's scared to even say anything. Now you go poke with them, do this, and come out bald headed.
Poke the bear.
All your hair done got pulled out.
Don't
your
poke
earrings
the bear.
missing, and suit, coat, jacket, tied toe up. So people that's extremely nice and people that are quiet, it's the reason why
leave
they
them
do
alone.
that. Just leave it. And all the people that's all loud, don't worry about them. That's the people you talk to, because ain't nothing happening there. We're giving you some free tips on how to survive in this world.
Right.
Very friendly people and quiet people are the people
leave
in
alone.
2026 that you can leave alone, or you too can find out. I won't say the first part of that.
Right.
Y'all crazy. We together.
Right.
Okay.
Mary Regan said it's another form of slavery and what they want to pay nowadays.
Now you're preaching.
Yeah.
Now
Uncle
you're
Brian
preaching.
says also the right to work law needs to be repealed.
Right.
AJ says when we received ownership papers, I burnt the mortgage and danced and rolled around on the grass and ran around the house 2 times yelling, it's our home. Amen. Amen. We all looking forward to that day. I'm getting there. Not quite. Okay, so we are up to our small business spotlight.
Want to take a quick break because we are 37 after the hour?
Yes.
Or do we just want to get to it?
Well, we can take a quick break, maybe do a couple.
All right, y'all. Y'all locked into the community to wake up. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into our small business spotlight of the day.
Theater North Tulsa presents Nat Turner in Jerusalem at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center. A powerful 2-person drama imagining the final night of Nat Turner as he confronts Thomas R. Gray, the man who recorded his words and helped shape his legacy. Written by Nathan Allen Davis and directed by Keith Daniels. It's the hit stage play Nat Turner in Jerusalem. Explore faith, resistance, and the cost of telling the truth. Don't miss Nat Turner in Jerusalem, playing at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center, Liddy Dungeons Theater, February 24th 21st and 22nd, 8 o'clock and 3 p.m. And February 28th and March 1st, 8 o'clock and 3 p.m. Get your tickets now for Nat Turner in Jerusalem at TulsaPAC.com or call 918-596-7111. Nat Turner in Jerusalem by Nathan Allen is presented by arrangement on behalf of Samuel French Incorporated.
Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County. Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to the Community Wake Up with Charles and
Damali.
Hey, we live on NYCU.FM. Remember this, when we go off the air at 9, we still live on NYCU.FM radio. So if you're in your car, you at work, you at school, you at play, stay locked in. We play today's R&B and throwback classics, and you don't want to miss it. We're going to keep you jamming and grooving. And you'll get all the breaking news. We're also live on KBOB 89.9 FM over there with Uncle Bobby, where we get to tell our story our way. Don't forget about the juice. That's for them young high schoolers that want to get into media. Check that out. Also, we live on YouTube, the official World One Development News you can use. We've been talking about ownership, generational wealth, wellness, and all the good stuff. Damali, how you feeling? What's up? It's Monday. It's Black History Month and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, and we got a lot of information to get out to you guys. But before we continue with the show, we want to do our small business spotlight.
One of my favorite parts of the show.
Yes. So this morning's small business spotlight is all about health, service, and community care. We're highlighting Dr. Anita Williams at A&M Healthcare.
What? Come on,
Yes.
Dr. Anita. Yes.
Today we're going to shine the light on A&M Healthcare, led by Dr. Anita Williams.
There's a black doctor.
Black doctor.
I just want to say that
Yes,
first, y'all.
yes. She is committed to providing quality healthcare services with compassion and excellence. A&M Healthcare Services serves patients with a focus on personalized care, preventative health, and overall wellness. This healthcare that sees the whole person, not just the symptom. A&M Healthcare is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. until 6 o'clock p.m. and on Saturdays from 9 o'clock a.m. until 2 p.m., which is a plus because a lot of doctors are not even open on Saturdays.
Right.
For appointments, you can give them a call at 918-728-8512. Healthcare businesses like A&M Healthcare do more than provide medical service. They strengthen the community by improving access to care, promoting wellness education, and creating local jobs. When we support local healthcare providers, we support community stability, preventative health, economic circulation, and trusted patient-provider relationships. Local healthcare providers like A&M Healthcare do more than treat illnesses. They promote preventative care, strengthen the neighborhood wellness, and create trusted relationships. Supporting local medical professionals keeps our care accessible and dollars circulating in North Tulsa. Dr. Anita Williams represents excellence in both healthcare and entrepreneurship, combining medical expertise with her heart for service. This has been today's Small Business Spotlight on Dr. Anita Williams at A&M Healthcare, caring for the community with professionalism and heart.
That's your doctor, right?
That's my doctor and my mama's doctor.
See, it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to be about it,
Yeah.
Damali. Because it says circulating your own doctors. One of your biggest bills you're going to ever get is that medical one, baby.
Sure.
I can tell you that right now. But Damali she's practicing what she preached. By going to her local doctor, that's a black doctor, that's a sister. And that's what she take care of you. You look pretty good.
Oh, yeah, she take care of me. And trust me, if something going on, she's sending you to every specialist that she can find.
And I'd already figured out something else. Now, she open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6. Them some good hours. And on Saturday, I asked her, I'm like, why you don't open on Sunday? She said, if I can't get you right by Sunday, go to the Lord.
Right.
You need some oil on you.
Right.
She can't get you right by Sunday. She done did all she can do.
Take it all she can do.
Church.
Yes.
You got to take your situation to Jesus, and then we'll take you to the altar and put some oil on you and let the Lord talk to you about what you got going on. I'm just playing with y'all. But anyway, Dr. Anita, I appreciate it. That's a good sister, too.
Yes.
Good job, Damali.
Sweet. Okay. So community alert. We want to give you these. So this is another place where you need to have your pen and pad ready. Right. So that you can get this information. So scholarship opportunities. There's over $770,000 in scholarships for Oklahoma students.
Hold on, that's free money to go to college?
Free money.
Where you get your education?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's open to 9th through 12th graders. So you ain't even got to be quite ready for college. Yeah. Right. You can still apply. They test your knowledge in Oklahoma history and geography. You need to register by February the 27th. So that deadline is closing in quick. Right. That's why we keep reminding y'all every single day so you can get on there. You can go to OklahomaHOF.com in order to apply. Shout out to all those people who ain't waiting to the last minute to sign your kids up for spring break camp. We sure appreciate y'all.
Break camp is coming up fast, and I do appreciate it. And here's the ticket. At some point, maybe in a week and a half, we're going to have to cut it off. So for some of y'all still procrastinate, once we full, we full.
Yeah. So EdgeRec Spring Break Camp is accepting registrations right now. You can give them a call at 918-430-3947 or go to edgerectulsa.com. You can also sponsor a child. So for you businesses and organizations out there, if you're looking for a community give back, this is a great way to give back. Kids are always a great investment. So if you want to sponsor a child, multiple children, or the entire camp, then you can give us a call. You can call Charles or myself, hit us up on social media, on our messenger page, or you can go to EdgeRec Tulsa, leave us a comment or message, and we'll get back to you because we want to make sure that our kids in our community are taken care of.
And if you've never heard of EdgeRec, it's education and recreation combined. And our spring break prep is fun. So it's going to be a break. Yes. But we're going to do education in a fun way. It's going to be free breakfast, free lunch, activities, awesome staff. If you have a college student or a high schooler and they need some community service hours, we'll have a training where they can come out. If you got some time off and you would like to help, then we will have a training for you as well. But like you said, if you have a donation, if you want to see what we do, go to edgerectulsa.com. That's our website. Our Facebook is EdgeRec Tulsa. Our Instagram is EdgeRec. Everything is EdgeRec Tulsa. 14 years. We never closed our door right here in the middle of our community. We got high school graduates. We got college graduates and more. So EdgeRec is you don't know, now you know.
Okay. All right. The Black Wall Street Rally needs your vote.
Yes.
You can vote daily at 10best.usatoday.com. Okay. Again, that's 10, the number 10, best.usatoday.com. You can go there to vote for Black Wall Street Rally. Voting closes March the 2nd at 11:59 a.m. They need your vote every single day. I did not check this morning to see where they were on the leader poll, but I will check tomorrow morning so we'll know because I'm going to give y'all this same announcement tomorrow.
Right.
Okay, because they need your vote. Okay, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity is awarding 2 $1,000 scholarships to students who are going to college. The application deadline is March 31st, 2026. There is a link. I will repost the flyer so that you guys can have that information in order to apply for that scholarship. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority are offering a scholarship as well. You can go to dsttulsaalumni.org for a scholarship application. Their deadline is April the 10th, 2026.
You know what I love about the Divine Nine?
What's that?
Sometime right now, for whatever reason, lately, been getting a bad rap here and there. You see stuff on TV, people saying crazy stuff, whatever it is. Nothing is perfect. I'll say that first. Right. But nevertheless, when you see these scholarships going out, it's all about scholarship and services and humanity when it comes down to most fraternities and sororities. You know, so shout out to the Divine Nine pulling up to make sure our kids are able to have an opportunity to go to school, because a lot of times we just don't have access. The kid got the 4-point GPA. The kid got a good attitude. The kid doing good in the community. But college is expensive. So when you talk about these scholarships, that's free money that you get. Damali, you've been to college.
I have.
How was that free money in them scholarships?
Woo, baby, that was a blessing. Do you hear me? because you're trying to figure out how to pay for them books and all of that. Oh yeah,
I can tell what to get you too, because sometimes you're in college. Of course, it's a big tab, but those scholarships that be small, like the $250 and the $500 in your mind, I ain't thinking about that till you get to college and get hungry. You get that scholarship for $250, it's gonna be how you gonna make it. You get that scholarship for $500 on that Friday when you ain't got no gas money and you wasn't gonna make it home. That $500 come in. You smiling. So fill out all these scholarships because you just never know which one you may need so that you can be successful in your education.
Okay, so we have a lot more information to talk about today, and I think we're going to have to roll that over until tomorrow.
We're going to do what we can do.
What we're going to do is we started last week, the Monday morning crash out.
Not the crash out.
We ain't going to, whatever we don't talk about today, we're going to put that up to tomorrow, but we're going to talk about the crash out.
The crash out. So every Monday, we do the Monday morning crash out. Because we want to figure out who crashed out over the weekend. You too could have crashed out. And if you did, you need to be honest with yourself and say it on the live. Say, you know what? Somebody stepped on my brand new shoes and I crashed out on them. I went to church. Somebody sat in my seat and I crashed out because folks crashed out on you. If you sit in the wrong church seat at a church,
man.
Excuse me, miss. I know you love the Lord. I do too.
And this is your first day at church, but you need to go over there.
You need to get to the back. But I thought this was church. Silence. Who sent you? Get to the back. So we talking community crash out.
Right. So, and the community crash out could be good or bad.
Good or bad.
But it's still a crash out.
Right.
Okay. So our number one Monday morning crash out is going to be Mayor Monroe Nichols.
Wait a minute. The mayor crashed.
Mayor Monroe Nichols.
Call somebody. Red alert. Call Mama Curtis. Call somebody.
Listen.
Mayor Nichols, the first black mayor done crashed out on Greenwood.
Mayor Nichols. And I love this.
I got to hear this.
Mayor Nichols, on Valentine's Day, he came out with a message.
On the day of love?
On the day of love.
He crashed out.
Well, what Mayor Nichols said is what he did was address all the keyboard warriors. So what Mayor Nichols
Not the keyboard gangsters.
Tulsa Mayor Monroe Nichols recently addressed hateful and negative comments that appeared under a Valentine's social media post. And I listened to it. You guys got to go back and listen to it. Go to Mayor Monroe Nichols on Facebook.
Oh, so he said, look, so that means he said it with his chest.
Oh, he said it with his chest.
I'm bringing this face. So these comment gangsters.
Yeah.
So he said, you know what, y'all want to just say all this stuff to the mayor. You know what? I'm going to pull it up and put it on blast and just say it.
Somebody said, when did 50 Cent become the mayor?
Oh, my God.
Somebody else said that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah. You can't just go past that. You talking about In the Club, 50 Cent?
In the Club. And that's what he said. He said, In the Club is one of my favorite songs by 50 Cent.
Ooh.
That was his response.
In the Club is one of his favorite songs.
Somebody else said that he's always in front of the camera. And he said, well, that's because I'm doing my job. Okay.
Oh, he came with bars then.
Oh, he came with bars.
Okay, so hold on. I'm just trying to process that the mayor crashed out. But so number one, In the Club is his song.
In the Club is his song.
When that came out, so if you want to say he looked like 50 Cent, 50 Cent is not a bad looking brother. What you think about 50 Cent?
People just trying to hate.
We hosted Tycoon Weekend with 50 Cent.
Yeah.
We've had, some people don't know, when we was doing them comedy shows that we was doing here with DC Young Fly and Bill Bellamy, we had all these celebrity people come. That was a partnership we had right here with 50 Cent. So
Ashley Grant said she saw the post from Mayor Nichols. She thought it was hilarious. I did too. I was cracking up. One of my favorites was somebody said that he can he can eat a hater burger or something. He was like, you know what? I don't know what that means, but I like hamburgers with all the vegetables on them.
But you know what? Here's the thing. You never know sometimes when you just saying negative comments when a day like that day may happen. Because can you imagine when he said, oh, let me address these negative comments? Yes. I think one is comical. I think it's real. Because one thing about Mayor Nichols, he's always going to deal with something from a positive perspective. So it ain't going to be no maliceness to it. It's going to be funny, but I got to go see it, Damali.
So Mayor Nichols basically responded to some of the comments by reaffirming his commitment to serving all residents of Tulsa, emphasizing respect, unity, and constructive dialogue, even when disagreements arise.
Right.
He said leadership doesn't stop when criticism starts. The mayor noted that while differing opinions are part of democracy, hateful language does not move the city forward. He encouraged residents to engage in civil conversations with respect and accountability. So that was one of the crash outs.
But hold on.
Mhm.
So what do you think about the mayor so far? He's been in a year? A year and a little bit over a year. So what you, because he done crashed out, so that's cool.
Yeah.
We established that.
Yeah.
But how does Damali feel about the mayor thus far?
I think the mayor's doing a great job. I mean, there are maybe some policies that I may or may not disagree with, but overall, I think that he is a mayor for the entire city.
Right.
I think that he tries to be representative of us all, and I think that he is trying to do things that are going to make our city a better city. So for me, I he gets
He's doing pretty good.
A for me. Yeah.
For me, I think the mayor, because my first thing is that's extremely important. I'll say three things. One, we say it all the time, you can't fake showing up.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing you can't say about this mayor, you can't say he don't show up, because I be thinking it's two of them. Sir, are you a twin or a triplet? Because our mayor be everywhere. So he's not fake. So he's definitely showing up. I feel like he gives people a voice, because some people only want to talk, and when they get through talking, they want to get off the phone. But I feel like the mayor allows people to have a voice. And I feel like too that the mayor is genuine. Like what you see is what you get. Like he don't, sometimes when you get in these political positions, you can almost put yourself in a position where you're bigger than life.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a distance, because some people, the mayor, it is a big deal to be the mayor.
It is a big deal.
But he,
Richie said, great job every day, Mayor Nichols.
yeah,
Yeah.
great job. So just come down to earth, be nice and all that. I think he's doing good. But
so
anyway.
we got 6 minutes before the hour, so we got a few more things that we need to get off into. So another crash out. All the governors crashed out.
All the governors?
All the governors crashed out.
Oh, so that went across all the states in the whole U.S. and all the governors crashed out? What happened?
So this year, Maryland Governor Wes Moore, the nation's only Black governor.
Wait a minute.
Was not invited to the White House.
We only got one Black governor?
Oh, yeah.
In the whole United States of America?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying all the governors need to. I'm just saying it's not. I'm a Mississippi. I'm a Atlanta.
We only got one.
One Black mayor.
And so every year they have a governor's dinner at the White House. Well, the only one Black governor, Governor Wes Moore of Maryland, was not invited to the dinner. See, that's that stuff right there. That's the reason for a crash out, though. Yeah. Did you crash out? I'm finna crash out right now. What?
No, I'm finna crash out right now. No, I'm just playing.
So then also realized that another governor, the governor from Colorado, wasn't invited either. Okay. Right. So this is both governors said they were excluded from the black tie event, even as other Democratic governors received invitations. So both of these gentlemen are Democrats. So Governor Moore, who served as the vice chair for the National Governors Association. Now, how do you serve as the vice chair of the National Governors Association, but you didn't get an invite? So in response, at least 18 Democratic governors announced a boycott of the dinner in solidarity, saying exclusion undermines cooperation and the long bipartisan nature of the event.
So all the Democratic governors crashed out.
18
together,
of them did.
Said if the brother can't go, we Democrats and we ain't going either. Mm-hmm. That's huge, Damali. Yeah. To stand up for the brother like that, that's a national crash out. Right. But it is what it is. But it's our job to give you the crash out. So anyway, they crashed out, and I think now he came back and said, you know what, everybody's invited. Yeah. So sometimes crashing out works out for your benefit.
So there was one final crash out.
One more.
Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, yeah. In the NBA.
And the NBA. So, this weekend was the NBA All-Star weekend. I didn't get to watch any of it. Unfortunately, I was working and doing some stuff. But anyway, apparently he came to the game to play. He thought, so historically, the NBA All-Star game and weekend is about fun. We just, we just playing.
It's the All-Stars.
We having a good time. Yeah. We doing little tricks, the Harlem Globetrotter-ish, on a lower level.
And everybody know that.
Everybody know that. Wemby say, no, I'm coming to play and I'm coming to show y'all that this ain't a game.
So it's
about competition.
See, Wemby is young. Mm-hmm. You know, so Wimby said nobody got time for that. So he crashed out on the NBA.
He crashed out. He went crazy.
It's scary when somebody's 7'6" with his type of athletics. That's like an alien coming for you. Just crashes out.
Listen, this dude is defending. He could contesting shots. He playing with intensity. And our fans is like, bro, what is you doing? We chilling this weekend. This like Wimby said, I'm not playing. This is not a game.
That's the beauty of engagement, local, national, and international. Because sometimes internationally, if you don't allow them to be engaged, then they don't understand. Look, man, we got an NBA championship that we all going for. So NBA All-Star Weekend is where we come together and have fun because it's fun. But he, like you said, he was doing what? Playing defense, blocking shots,
he doing everything.
running, chasing fans down, grabbing people popcorn.
They said his approach sparked conversation about whether the NBA All-Star Game could return to being both entertaining and competitive. they like, we're going to
change the whole scope of it.
Like,
but
they said it's something bigger. They said how you show up even when it doesn't count. This game don't even count.
It don't count for nothing but entertainment.
Don't count for nothing. It's entertainment. They said effort builds legacy, habits shape generations, and sometimes leadership shows in the details. The future of the league looks serious, and Wimby made that clear.
All right, we 1 minute before the show is over. Wimby done crashed out our whole show. We didn't get through the rest of the wake up. So
exactly.
What we gonna do for the rapper? We gotta go through the thoughts in the video.
So tomorrow's show is going to be about justice and accountability. We may wrap up because I do have a faith and hope and inspiration that we cannot do today.
It's a hard stop. So we appreciate y'all tuning in because we start on time.
Yeah.
And we
so
end on
tomorrow
time.
We'll do that. So if you would like to advertise your business or organization on our show, you can go to nycu.fm and submit an inquiry. And I'm going to say this: the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program belong solely to him and me.
And y'all, if y'all say it too much,
right,
Uncle
exactly.
Brian, Natasha laughing, AJ laughing. You see what I'm saying? People, look, the people see, that's why we got to get together, because we can be real, but we can laugh a little bit too.
Right. And it says, and our guest, and not necessarily to this station, affiliate, organization, committee, or other group or individual associated with NYCU.FM.
This has been a Community Wake Up with Charles and
Damali.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all.